What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you could tell, I'm going to start off the video. I am wearing the same clothes as the last video. I still have all the dirt marks on my hand from last video because I am shooting 2 videos back to back. Yo.
There's no screws in here, my dude. It's all clips.
You good though?
Did you start the video?
I'm in the middle of it now.
Okay. Did it interrupt?
Yeah. I'll say hi to the video just in case we keep this in.
What's up, boys?
Alright, peace out. I'm gonna get going.
Alright, I'm gonna take him out. Peace.
Alright, peace. Sorry about that. I was talking to Chris. So like I was saying, same clothes, same everything, because I just shot the intercooler video with Chris not even an hour ago, but luckily my bumper came back painted already. It took about a day, or a little over a day. So now I'm just gonna assemble all the grills. I got my old grills painted gloss black to look nice with the bumper. I have the bumper painted as well, the color match the rest of my car. So first things first, I am going to put the grills into the bumper and the top of the kidney grills back onto the hood, and then I'll assemble all of this down here too. And then after everything is assembled onto the bumper, throw the bumper onto the car itself. Let's get going. Okay, so like I said, the first thing we're going to want to do is throw in the top kidney grills. So what I'm gonna have to do, pop the hood. And these screws here that connect to the top kidney grills is a T25. And the top kidney grills, they have a left and a right on them, make your life a little bit easier. So now we are up to the kidneys themselves over here. We put in the top parts of the kidney grill, like I said before, T25 screws all the way across, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we have the kidneys. These have no screws. These are more like pop clips. And these holes in the bumper are very fragile, so please be careful. I'm gonna be very careful with this. I'm gonna take my time, so you might speed this process up on the video, but very slow is the way to go. And remember, slow process, you don't want to break this, because if you break this, I don't know how BMW works, if you have to buy a whole new grill, whole new bumper, and they don't like running cheap. This guy right here is gonna go right in the middle. This here has no screws again. This is pop clips again from the bumper to the piece. Okay, and this long piece here, the long honeycomb, I'm gonna call it, not mesh, honeycomb, goes in from the back, not from the front. It just goes right to the back to the pop clips. And now we have the fog light bezel part, which is, I wanted to mention this to you guys. You see here we have 2 screw holes, one here, one here. But this bumper did not come with any screw holes, and on the stock bumper, this honeycomb piece, or the fog light bezel piece, was pop clips. There was no screws. So we took screws out of the stock fog light bezels since we don't need them. They look like this, and we are going to use them to fasten the new ones. Because once again, the company did not provide us with screws to mount these fog light pieces into the bumper, so we are using the old fog light bezels screws. They are 8 millimeters. I'm gonna grab the fog light bezel real quick, the stock one, to show you where we pulled it from. All right, so this here is a stock fog light bezel, and you turn it around like this. We have the screws, 1, 2, then we have a third over here. So it's right here, take off the 2. You don't have to take off all 3. You could take off 2, because on the new piece there's only 2 holes. So I recommend taking off 1, 2, and just using it for your new bumper. Now that we have all the other grills set in, we have to work on the fog light grills. This is where I said we took the screws from the stock fog light bezels, and we're gonna screw them into the back here using those screws. Afterwards, the fog light itself will sit right in the bezel like that. And it lines up perfectly with the bumper itself. Alright, so now we're behind the bumper. We took out 3 screws from the stock bezel. We put one right here. Right here. We put the other one right here. And this holds the honeycomb design and the fog light bezel into place. Next, we will take the fog light itself and throw this in right here. That's gonna sit in there like that. And we have another screw, and we can put it in right here. All right, guys, we ran into an issue with the fog lights. Here we have the stock one. Here we have the aftermarket one. If you come close and look at these prongs, this is stock aftermarket. The aftermarket does not match up with the stock one. All right, guys, like with any other BMW mod, problems always will occur. And my problem in this case is my old fog light bezel and the light itself connects well. That's the connection here. But then if we go to put the new light in, it does not fit this adapter. The prongs on the stock fog light are more narrow than the prongs on the aftermarket fog light, making it not possible for the new fog light to fit in with the old adapter. So I went to my auto body part store, whatever you want to call it, and I was informed that the new fog light is a 9006 light. So I had to buy a 9006 adapter, which I'm cutting this old one here. I'm gonna splice these wires onto here like that, and it's gonna connect to the new fog light. It's gonna be a pain, but I have my dad here helping me, thank you. And I'm gonna cut this off, splice the new one on, for it to connect to the new fog light. So here we have it. This is the spliced product as of now. Where's the old guy? The old piece is right here. It fit on right here, but we cut that. The splice is right here, and we added the new piece right there. All right, so the process continues. Here we have the new spliced piece that's going into that fog light right there. But I didn't get screws with my bumper, so watch. All right, so these are the screws I was able to find in my house. I'm sure you could buy something like this size. So to work with the fog light, I'm gonna put the screw in. So guys, the best way to put the fog light in is to take the grill off first, and you're gonna want to throw the fog light in this way. All right. You watch that, and you screw here, because you need someone from the front to screw into the holes right here as you hold it from the back. If the grill is on, you cannot reach the screws on this. So fog light first, followed by the grill. We have the washer slash nuts in the back here, but the grill's still over there. Remember, we put the fog light in first. Here we have the bumper all assembled with the stock parts, the stock kidney grills here, and the new mesh bottom pieces along with the fog light and the fog light kidney grills. All right guys, this is where I'm at right now. I have none of the screws on the driver's side done yet, but we're coming along well. I'm starting on the passenger side. I came back from the stock bumper again. I realized I had to get these clips, 4 of them here, because 2 go on the passenger side and then 2 go on the driver's side. The clips actually go on the bumper, and then this clip allows you to screw the splash guard through the bumper, because if it's not for this clip, there's no threads to hold the screw in place. And then it's right here, and there's one down there. And just say hi to the boys real quick. Oh wait, we're not focusing.
Oh shit.
There you go, the boys.
Yeah.
Got the G35 over there too. Alright, so here we are. It took a while, but I put all the screws in here. Also, we went along the bottom of the splash guard in the bumper and put in the screws. Then we have the final 4 up here, the T27s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got the M3 bumper. It's on, it's screwed in, held in great. Push it around a little bit. I think fits great. I think it looks amazing. Like I said again, we had issues down here with the fog lights between screwing it in and changing the adapter to 9006 lights and adapters for it. But that was the only problem, and you had to use your own hardware to screw in the bezels, along with the buckles along the wheel well for the screws. So almost all the hardware you're going to need to use from the stock bumper, so I wouldn't get rid of the stock bumper. The bumper looks great. If you guys have any comments or questions about that, please leave it down below. And if you like the video, please drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe too. I appreciate that. Once again, the M3 bumper is on the car. It looks pretty good.